stand for what we believe in. Let the people sing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They will not break our country's strength. They will not take our nation's freedom. Let the people sing. We will not turn our backs today. We will stand for what we believe in. Let the people sing.
I want to give a shout out to my brother, my shipmate Sling Buzz, for some of the writing and the inspiration behind this song. Hoo-yah! Let's go! I don't know what I've been told. I don't know what I've been told. Forward operating broadcast never folds. Never folds. Veterans standing side by side. Veterans standing side by side. Chaotic stomping with the Navy pride. Chaotic stomping with the Navy pride. March on Monday, stepping strong. March on Monday, stepping strong. Talk about it Tuesday, where we belong. Talk about it Tuesday, where we belong. Wing it Wednesday, make it work. Wing it Wednesday, make it work. Today's the day, Thursday. Leave the herd. Today's the day, Thursday. Leave the herd. Red Friday, for the ones deployed. Red Friday, for the ones deployed. Feel the silence, feel the void. Feel the silence, feel the void. The uniform is off, but the watch never ends. With a line of defense for our brothers and friends. Standing in the mud, yeah, we hold the damn line. We're walking through the fire, side by side. No one left behind on this stormy ride. From the trenches to the streets, we bleed the same blood. Chaotic stomping, dragging boots through the mud. Shoulder to shoulder. Through the grit and the pain, holding the line. To the end of the rain. Yeah, now listen close to the price that we pay. 22 veterans taking flight every day. 22 names etched deep in the stone. 22 souls feeling lost and alone. The war didn't end when we stepped off the bird. It's the silent tragedy that never gets heard. If you're staring at the steel or the bottom of a glass, reach out to the squad, let the darkness pass. We buried enough kin, we've paid enough dues. It's time to start winning and start refusing to lose. We're walking through the fire, side by side. No one left behind on this stormy ride. From the trenches to the streets, we bleed the same blood. Chaotic stomping, dragging boots through the mud. Shoulder to shoulder. Through the grit and the pain, holding the line. To the end of the rain. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Space Force. One fight, one family, one machine. Don't quit, stay in the fight. I don't know what I've been told. Forward operating broadcast never folds. Love y'all.
Good morning, y'all. Fabulous mornings. Hope everyone's doing all right. This is the F.O.B. It is Tuesday. Talk about it Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing all right. How are we doing down there, Double A?
Wow, we're doing good down here. It's foggy, 72 degrees, muggy. We got rain coming for like the next 7 days. So
Nice.
I
You
did
got
see
your
something interesting though. For the entire month of May so far, not one tornado in Oklahoma. I think. Oh no, it was on max velocity this morning. He was saying.
wow.
Haven't seen in a long time. It was an hour ago, a little over an hour ago. We put a video.
It is 82, cloudy, and the real feel is 95 here in Florida.
The Sunshine State shining away, bro.
Right. Hop on over into the chat. We got John. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Good morning. Fabulous mornings.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, morning. Hope everyone's doing all right. I don't know if my chat's broke or working or not, but it says there's 19 people watching. Y'all hope you have a good day, good mornings, and awesome Tuesday. Brad will be popping in a little bit later, probably. He's got some family stuff going on, chaperoning. So he said he'd pop in if he could throughout, if he got a break this morning. John says 64 with a high 78, bright and sunny. Hey, that's good weather there.
Yeah, especially for up there.
Right? But I mean, we got to realize too, it is getting close to, we're real close to June. So it's about time that we start warming up in places.
Oh, yeah.
What was it, 2 weeks ago or a week ago? 2 weeks ago, we had snow up there.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Said June 21st is the actual first day of summer.
Yeah. No humidity, he said. I don't know what that means. I can't compute.
Yeah? Well, what does that mean? There's places that have no humidity? I thought that was called the desert.
He said, watch your mouth. I mentioned that bad S word. That white stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every time I would say send it my way, it would just hit Pennsylvania and New York like crazy. And then whenever it did try to come to the south, it went all the way to Colt. And I'm like, it's downward, but further left, further my way.
Have you guys ever got snow there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The first time I ever seen snow was 2007 here. Yeah, it snowed before, but it never really stayed. The first time I was actually able to go outside, do snow angels, snowman. Snowman was only like this tall, about a foot tall. But
that's one thing I haven't seen.
The snow was gone.
I haven't seen here yet is snow. They were last winter. We had a couple really cold nights, and they were talking about that we could see some flurries, but.
I think further north, you got up towards like the Georgia line up there, got snow in the parts of Florida, but I think you're
up in the
south
northern,
to where it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that northern panhandle area, sometimes they do get a little bit of snow up in there. But
but don't think it won't happen though, because what was it? Last year, the year before last, Louisiana had its very first blizzard, and I think it snow flurried all the way down like 10 miles into the Gulf.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like the very first time the southern coast of Louisiana had a blizzard, and it was like a literal blizzard. Like, put your hand out in front of you, and I can't see my hand.
That's crazy.
Never before happened in like over 100 years, I heard.
The first year when we moved to Myrtle Beach in 2013, the first year we were there that winter, they had an ice storm, and we were on our back, like on our patio or whatever, they on in the apartments that we were living in, and there was like some trees, whatnot, around the swimming pool area. You could sit there and you watch them, you can hear them just cracking, and then eventually, you'd hear them break off or whatever from the ice storm. Like it was weird. I had to go to the store, and yeah, being from West Virginia, I wasn't worried about driving or nothing, so I got out and headed to the store, and I'm looking around. I'm like, are we allowed to be on the roads? It's like I was the only person out on the road driving.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, is it illegal to do this?
Yeah. It's like whenever I'm in Oklahoma and it's like, it's raining and they're like, all right, if you're on the roads, remember Operation Slick Streets is in effect. What that means is if you get into an accident, if it's not life threatening, we're not coming to you.
Yeah,
you have to wait.
Wild,
you have to wait
man.
for the storm to end before, unless it's life threatening, and then we'll come out there. But if it's not,
they had.
If you're stuck, you're just stuck.
They had cops at all the intersections in the whole town. Going to like where I went to Walmart, there was cops at every intersection. And they just kind of looked at me like, "Who's this jackass?"
Not from around here, are you?
Yeah.
Like, so, no.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome in. But yeah, it's pretty wild. The damage that was done from that ice storm though was horrible. Like
oh yeah.
It was crazy. But
ice storms, especially like sleet and rain, and then packing on top of it, and you got that.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was raining. I mean, pouring down the rain. That turned to sleet, and the temperature just went. See you later, bye. And it was bad. Well, yeah, there's icicles, like 40-foot long icicles hanging from the top of the tree branches, and shit. It was wild.
That's insane, man. I haven't seen icicles since Oklahoma. I haven't seen it very much in Louisiana since like last ice storm. I think I went through. I remember '97, and then I think there was maybe one a few years after that, or '92, and then '97. And that's the last time I remember freezes, and then the first snow was in 2007. And I think it snowed every year, somewhat, like right here every year since.
So when that kind of weather comes here, it's when the local sheriffs and state police officers call me and my friends for right. I know when I lived in West Virginia, I had a big lifted truck and whatnot, and I was asked to do all kinds of crazy shit for the fire department. It's like, am I supposed to be doing this? Is this legal?
Yeah. That's how the Cajun Navy got started here. It's like you just got a bunch of backwoods rednecks. They're like, we'll come help, and they grab their Piros, their boats, their four-wheelers, their side-by-sides.
There's a picture of some of the snowstorms in 2013, the ice storm and shit that was in Myrtle.
Oh, okay.
It was wild.
Like a palm tree. It looks like a palm tree with some snow on it.
Yeah. They had we went down to the beach, and it was on the news and everything for miles. That's all you could see is snowmen on the beach.
Dude, a snowman on the beach.
It was wild. Yeah.
And I would have been looking at my watch, been tapping it, and be like, "Did it happen?" Like we're being invaded. Look at all the snowmen on the beach.
There's some of the little plants. You see the ice hanging off of it. Yeah, it was.
Everything's like glistening, where it's like it looks pretty, but it hurts the bones.
Yeah. It did crazy. Like I said, it was wild. There's a good picture of one that's got a bunch of them icicles. There you go.
Oh, wow. Oh, see, that's neat. It's like a Hallmark postcard right there, dude.
Right. Yeah, that's what it looked like from our back porch. All around the swimming pool was just icicles hanging off all the trees.
Oh,
Like,
man,
this is weird.
that that reminds me, like whenever I was young. I mean, I was probably 97. I was probably like 12 years old or 14 years old, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Like oh no, I wasn't that old. 87, 83. Yeah, I was roughly around that. But we had an above ground swimming pool, and it froze, and we was able to walk on top of it.
Trying to think. I don't know if, like, in West Virginia we had a swimming pool, but I don't think I ever remember it freezing like super deep because I went through the ice on it one time. It was on purpose as a dare,
Yeah.
but uh I mean, but it wasn't frozen like I thought it was going to be. It was
Right.
pretty thin. And I don't remember the swimming pool ever really freezing like like a lake or something would. Maybe it's because of the water with whatever's in the water. I don't know, but
Yeah. Well, I know, like if it's in ground, it takes a little longer to freeze than it does if it's above
it was
ground. And
it
what
was
we
an
had was an
in-ground
above
pool.
ground. Yeah, an
Yeah,
above ground pool. It froze pretty
yeah,
pretty well.
yeah. It was an in-ground pool. So,
Yeah, I think
and I
something to
don't
do with,
know.
like
It could have
when it's
been.
in ground, it holds like the ground heat, keeps it just at that, like
That and it
harder to
was
freeze.
a Backwasill pool, so it had peroxide in the water instead of like bleach
Ah,
or chlorine or any of that. So I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with it too. I don't know.
oh yeah. Yeah,
But
like
yeah, that's
if you
when.
take bottled water, like if you notice how bottled water, you put it in the freezer and it doesn't really freeze until you open it. It's because it's got
Mhm.
baking soda and sodium in it, and it doesn't freeze until like oxygen hits it, but then it's like
Right.
soft water. It's not hard water. So
Yeah, so that could have had something to do with it too.
yeah, if it's
But
salt water, it could have been like the saltwater filters or sand filters, those
yeah,
kind of
it
things.
it was like I said, yeah, it was. I know this one. It was. I don't even know if they still have that shit or not. Backwasill, but it was one of the when they first started coming out with alternatives to the chlorine in the pools,
Yeah,
and that Backwasill was one of them. It was peroxide driven, I think, or the base of it was peroxide. I think, if I remember right.
everybody's hair turned blonde and red whenever they got out. Be like,
Right.
why? What's wrong? It's got peroxide in the water. Don't worry, everything's disinfected too.
Right. Right. Yeah. But hey, if you guys haven't voted for the poll, go ahead and get your votes in on the poll. Just number one or a number two in the chat. We'll get your vote locked in. And Brad did say that tomorrow he was going to be getting back to the stretching with the crew for 22 over in Discord. It's been a pretty crazy last few days for him, and so well, I think all of us. It's been pretty wild, eventful few days, but he is going to start doing the stretch with crew for 22 over there in the Discord again. So if you haven't joined, go ahead and click on that link there and hop on over, join up in the Discord. And he's going to be starting that back tomorrow, I think is what he said. So the verse of the day also Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through him who gives me strength.
Yes, sir.
That's tattooed on me. Even though I'm not, there for a long time, I was not the most faithful individual. But
Right.
it's always been a reminder of, a greater power and faith has been returning. So,
yes, yeah, it's always tested. Read
absolutely.
the book of Job. That is probably some of the Old Testament books are kind of dark, in my opinion. But there's some of them where it's like very like you really got to like fine tooth comb it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Job's a very powerful book when it comes to the test of faith and what happens to what people go through that test their faith.
Yeah, Job is a very well talked about book in the Bible for people that's been through the struggle and addiction and demons, and Job is a very talked about book of the Bible.
And
I know I hear it a lot from
another one that strikes me. Like I've never read through them all, but like the beginning of the first 2 chapters of both Ecclesiastes and Job, it's just like just makes you put it down and just kind of like look and like think for a little bit. Like wow. Like that's what I say. Like those 2 are like the dark, like kind of when I say dark, they kind of have they could seem dark based on how they present the message, which it really makes you step back and think.
Yeah, that, like I said, I've never read it myself, but that's what a lot of people say about Job. I know is that it like almost smacks him in the face.
Yeah, it definitely does, especially like the first, like into the second chapter, into the second chapter into the third, really kind of made me go back and read the first one again, and be like, okay, let me start this over and analyze this.
Right. Yeah, I don't know that. I know I've read the Bible. I don't know when I was very young, but I don't remember a whole lot about it because it just as I was a kid.
Yeah,
I was kind of forced, and so when you're forced to do something, even as an adult or a child, usually you don't retain it unless something grabs your attention, and then you get interested in it. But I was probably 10, maybe 11 years old, maybe right around there, 12-ish, somewhere right in that range. It could have been even up to 13. I don't know for sure, but it didn't stick.
Yeah, I remember reading it when I was about that age, and I knew what the words were saying. I just didn't know how to comprehend them.
Yeah, so I think that like I said, that played a part in it too, because I couldn't get interested in it because I didn't understand it, and then again, put being forced to read it on top of that, and it was fuck you and fuck this and fuck you for making me do it. Type thing.
Yeah. Like like Pink Floyd, you can't have any pudding unless you eat your meat.
Right.
That kind of thing. It's like I don't want no meat, dude. I don't want none of it. Leave me alone.
Right. So yeah, that's how I was with it. But there are certain things that's throughout adulthood and whatnot that I do remember verses and what ones mean things to me, and but and again, it's been a long journey and battle trying to get back to having faith, and but it's an ongoing journey, and I don't think it ever stops for anybody. But
I'll be right back, brother.
All right. You working today, John? Are you still enjoying a long weekend, or? And if anyone's got anything they need to talk about, today is Talk About It Tuesday. So anything anybody's seen or going through, let us know if you want. Also, make sure you guys join over at the Discord. There's groups over there that are a little bit more private. You can private message. You can, there's a 911 chat over there. So video. So yeah, if you guys haven't joined, make sure you join that. And okay, get fixing to head out. I got you. Be safe, and I'm sure we'll see you in the Discord in a little bit. Hey, good morning, Kentucky guys. Good morning. And get your votes in if you haven't voted yet. Make sure you vote on the poll. It's free. Only takes a number 1 or a number 2 in the chat. That will be the song we play as on the just before the outro, or at the end of the show. I got you, John. Okay. You leave between 9:30 and 9:45. Yep. The regular time. That's right. Not that other crazy time frame, an hour behind, or everyone's either got to be behind us. I don't understand it. They just need to get up with the times. In the meantime, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a song, and let's get some butterflies in the chat, y'all. And this is J.J. Montgomery. It is Colt Montgomery's daughter and Jesse Montgomery's daughter. And let's make sure we see some butterflies in the chat, y'all. Here's Country by J.J. Montgomery.
Running wild with the butterflies, swinging high just to touch the sky, getting lost in the backwoods and hitting those bumpy rides. No matter where I'm from, no matter what comes, no matter where I've been, I'll always shine from within. Way out in the country where I feel so free. Some bruised sweet iced tea my mama made for me. And I know this is where I belong.
Sorry about that, y'all. A little bit of technical rust. I got shook off real quick though. I grabbed the wire brush and got that stuff fixed real quick. Totally forgot to hit that one button, when you're setting things up.
Right.
Yeah, the media defaults to loop, and if you don't take the loop off and then turn it to click the fade button, and then I noticed I never turned the volume up either on it. Wow. So the volume was probably low for everybody, but I got it for the next song. And yeah, Kentucky, absolutely right. It's a great message, great song, yes. Feel good song. Yeah.
Need more of them like that.
Right. A lot of people just don't understand or have never been able to experience that type of living.
Right. I mean, it's more just the sounds of the city life not being there. Like I have friends that live in Tulsa, like in the heart of Tulsa. I think the only time I ever heard it quiet there was in 2019, 2020, whenever they hit that lockdown during COVID. And it's the only time you ever walked outside in the city. It was like, bro, it's as quiet as the country right now. Not a car, there's not an animal, not a bird, nothing. You're just like, bro, this is apocalyptic feeling. A place that has over 500,000 people in it is dead silent. Right. It's like 28 days later. I'm like, I watched too many movies, bro.
It's crazy here where we're at because I consider it city, but it's where we're at is pretty damn quiet. Our furry neighbors next door, they can get kind of loud and what's that? Annoying sometimes, in the middle of the night when they're out there wrestling around and playing their games.
When the raccoons are like, hey, you want to play? You want to play?
Right.
You want to play?
Right.
Look where I'm at where you can't get.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of weird. Our main road, there's a lot of people go up and down that road, but usually by 11 or 12 o'clock at night, it pretty much dies down. You don't hear shit out here other than our furry neighbors.
Right.
So it's not really country living, but it's quiet city living.
It's it's close enough, or it's not suburban, but it's not deep woods.
Right. That, we don't have neighbors either. So really, we got people out back, but on the sides of us, there's, our empty lots on both sides of us. There's actually, I think, 2 empty lots on one side and 3 on the other side of us. So we don't have neighbors right up on us.
Right. Yeah. Like my nearest neighbor is like probably like a quarter mile away.
Yeah, now
like even going through the yard, you go through the yard, it's still a quarter mile away. I can see their house, but I can't see what they're doing in their house,
Right.
It's like when I can open up my door and see what you're doing inside your house, I'm too close to you, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If I can knock on my wall and you could say what? That's too close.
Right. Yeah, that's why I can't stand apartments or like shit like that, because you got people above you, below you, beside you, and someone runs a vacuum at 3 a.m. when they get home from work because they work night shift or whatever. You were getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and cleaning with them. I hated it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you have a tweaker neighbor and you're just like, bro, this guy never sleeps.
Right. Right. Or you know what everyone's having for dinner, left, right, up and down around you.
Yeah.
You know what they're having for dinner. You know what they're watching on TV.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
I used to not mind apartments or places like that until I had to live in the barracks for a little while, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna love it whenever somebody's like not on the other side of the cubby hole, you know. It's like whenever
yeah,
I can just like look over my bedroom wall and be like, "Hey, bro, can you keep it down?"
yeah. The town I live near, has a population of 19, and I'm related to half of them. The nearest city has a population of 435. Any reason it's that big is because it has a public school. Country living. Hey,
Yeah, that's why where I lived in Oklahoma, it was like population of Talala, 435. Just saying, like it's pretty much around the same thing. It's like it might be
yeah.
like a little more now.
The only bad part about that is when something goes wrong in those towns,
Oh
everyone's
yeah, far
pointing the
away
finger.
from.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows, and yeah, that was double A. I saw him.
Yeah. Well, I
Yes.
seen him out there the other day. It was like 2:30 in the morning. I don't know what he
Right,
was doing, but you know, you might want to go talk to him or something, you know.
right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
Some
only bad thing about those small towns.
right. They come they you can make a fiction novel out of it.
Right. Yep. Yep.
But that's why I like them though. It's like, well, where I lived at, it was along the main highway, 169, I think, and yeah, it goes. I mean, it's one of the main ones coming out of Tulsa. But once you get like, it's crazy because like 30 minutes away from a town or a city that's 700 and something thousand people, you go 30 minutes north, population 400.
Right.
Like,
Right.
it's like, bro, what? And the person that lives in the small town works in the city, you know. So it's,
Hector, how's it going? Welcome in.
welcome,
Shut the crook
welcome.
up. All right.
Once I
That'd be
find
a
out what a
pretty.
crook is,
All
I'll
right.
do it.
Yeah, that's where we live, where I was born at in West Virginia. It's actually kind of a big town in West Virginia, but it was a small town when I came from California too. So
Oh
it
yeah.
was, yeah, I was born in West Virginia and then moved to California when I was 5, and then went
Is
back to
there
West Virginia when I was 13. So,
what's
but
the what's the smallest population town in California? I've never.
oh, I don't know.
I'm about to
I'd
let
say
you
there's
know.
probably some pretty small ones when you get out towards the desert or up in the north northern area. Some of them small towns like Bakers up towards Bakersfield and stuff. There's some pretty small towns up in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have heard Bakersfield is like a smaller. It's not like like the South, like
Right.
Sacramento, San Diego, L.A. and all that.
Where I
Let's
lived
see.
at in California was all over Orange County. I lived just about, I think probably 75% of the cities in Orange County. I lived there. We
Let's
moved
see.
once between 1 to 3 times a year.
Oh wow. Smallest town has no traffic lights in California called Armador City. Armador County, 200 residents,
Hmm.
covering only
Armadillo.
zero point 0.3 square miles.
Where's that at on the map? Is that northern Armador? Is
Um,
that's got to be?
or Amador. I think I'm reading it right. Yeah, Amador City,
It's got to
California.
be in the northern or southwestern.
Let's see. Oh, near Sacramento, actually. East of Sacramento, north of San Andreas.
Wow. Okay.
Near Jackson, Sutter Creek, which I've never been over there. Willow Springs, I don't know if it's any
Sutter
familiarities, but
Sutter Creek. I think there's a winery up around in there in that
oh,
area.
Sutter, yeah, Sutter Home Wine. Would that be the same
I
wine?
think so. Yeah.
Okay. California is known for like being,
Right. The wineries.
vine
Yeah.
fields and wine and everything.
Yeah. And usually they're out nowhere, man's land.
Well, let's say that's Central California. Sacramento, I thought that was further south. So Sacramento's central.
What do you say?
I mean, it looks like a good little drive from Sacramento. So it's like, you know, nice little drive outside of it.
Kentucky guys said, yeah, population 19, but Sunday morning church has 50 to 70 people in attendance. If you miss church, you might go on the prayer list.
Yeah.
Right. And you got 17 phone calls from 19 of the people that live there wanting to know how you're doing. If you're all right, need anything, won't be praying for you.
Yeah, like if you leave town and don't tell somebody, everybody's like, hey, what happened to him?
Right.
Which could be a good thing, you know. I mean, being in a town where everybody knows everybody, you know. I mean, other than the fact that everybody knows everybody and everybody knows what you're doing, you know.
It has its pros and cons for sure. I mean, just like anything else, you know. But
yeah.
if you like to be a private person, it's probably not a good idea to live in a small town, because I don't know that private is a thing. At least from my experience.
Right. Yeah. Like if you have less than 5 acres of land in some areas, you're probably not going to be as private as you want to be. But
right.
if you got 10 plus, you can be a little more private and isolated and secluded and everything.
I've had people tell me what I was having for dinner before I even knew what I was having for dinner. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, can't wait to see you around 6 o'clock tonight. We'll be there for the meatloaf. Oh, what?
Yeah. As soon as you get off the phone in the morning, there you hear him talking through the wall and be like, "Yeah, that sounds good. I'll see you then." Be like, "Was I talking? I don't know if I was talking to you or not. I guess so. We'll see you then."
Yeah.
This is when I'm putting my house on the market.
Yeah, I remember them days. You know, and where, like I said, in Parkersburg, in West Virginia, that's the city I grew up in, and you know, I don't know that during that time frame of my teens, I don't know that Grandma ever had her door and windows closed, or the vehicles were never locked. You know, keys were either in the seat or above the visor. You know, it's just
yeah.
I'd sleep on the porch sometimes, you know, on the front porch or something. You know, you didn't worry about any of that shit. I didn't know they still made towns like that.
Yeah, I kind of analyze the area I'm in, if I need to lock the door or not.
Right. That area in West Virginia became really, really bad with the drug issue. And
yeah, I watched a documentary, I think not long ago, where somebody doing a tour going through parts of West Virginia, and they was hitting like not really ghost towns, but I guess the areas that people say you shouldn't go to, I guess. And he was like, I'm going to go to them. And he was like, it's not as bad as we've said, but like you could see the roughness in the area based on like the history of it and like, you know, what it would have been like 30 years ago or something. And,
yeah. If you look up, I don't know if it's still listed, it was in the top 10 cities in the United States for a while, for the epidemic, the city that I grew up in.
What city is it?
Parkersburg, Parkersburg, West Virginia. Yeah.
Wow, it's a little bit smaller than the city I live in. 28,000 population.
Yeah, it's way grown and overpopulated now. Like it's
the metro is 87,000, 89,000.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of the main bigger cities there now. I mean, it always was, but just populations has went skyrocketed to everywhere pretty much. But
Yeah.
it was definitely a little redneck area, country redneck. When to me, when I was up there, but
Yeah.
it just became epidemic center, later.
Right.
So, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where it is on that list anymore. But hey, good morning, man. Morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Go ahead and get your vote in if you haven't for the closing song, number 1 or number 2 in the chat.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Yeah, in 2022, you're right. It was stigmatized and then restrict of Parkersburg response to a lot of OD.
Yeah.
Severely restricted treatment and recovery facilities. But yeah, during that time, it was kind of going rampant. Like the whole, like it seemed like the whole West Coast was hitting it really hard.
Yeah.
Like all major cities and stuff like that, especially. And
yeah, it was bad. Mini Thin, the rapper, he won't go there no more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to joke with him all the time. He's from West Virginia too, but yeah, he where I was joking with him. I teased him whenever I talked to him about doing a show in Parkersburg. I said, man, I ain't stepping foot in that city ever again.
I think that I want to say it was. Man, I wish I need to start making a playlist of all the documentaries I watched, because it was in West Virginia and the guy was like going through there and he went through some kind of tunnel. It was like a one way in, one way out tunnel, and it used to be like a mining tunnel, a train, and it's like because it's a one lane road.
Yeah, there's several of those.
And there's a town in there, and it's like that only way out is in and out is through that tunnel.
Mm.
Can't remember the name of the place. So
I don't know, but I know there used to be where we used to go trail riding and stuff all the time. If you can look it up and find there's ghost stories and whatnot about it. It's supposed to be haunted and all that. Eaton's Tunnel, I think it's EATONS Tunnel in West Virginia. That's where I used to go there. We used to go trail riding on the 4-wheelers and dirt bikes and camping But they've actually, I think there's been documentaries done on it.
Oh, it's a collapsed railroad tunnel. There's something from 2 years ago.
They took all that railway out.
Collapsed railroad tunnel in Eaton, West Virginia.
Yeah, they took all that railway out and made it into, I think it's called Rails for Trails now, something like that.
Oh, okay.
They took all the train tracks out and made it. They went through and like graveled all of it and kind of leveled it off where you can go out there and people walk, ride their bicycle. There's like a bicycle lane and whatnot. But yeah, there's.
I imagine they have a lot of tunnels like that in West Virginia, being it's like mountainous.
Right.
Because it looks, it's like if one looks like that, like it was like, oh, that looks similar to the one I watched, but it's like, I bet you a lot of them look similar. Yeah. It's like there's trees around it, it's going through the mountain, and it's like.
Yeah. Kentucky, it's sad, that we got to that point. You still are. And I mean, it's still, but I don't know if it's become more normal now to where we just don't hear about it or aren't paying as much attention to it, or if it's actually the numbers have went down. But it's still a huge problem. But like I said, I don't know. It's like you don't hear about it as much anymore.
Yeah. Not sure if it's died down or they just only talk about it when they want to talk about it.
Well, that and too, a lot of people carry Narcan now, and so it's
Yeah, I got it from the VA. Obviously you can't use it on yourself, so they give it to you just in case you
Right.
encounter somebody who's having a overdose
Yep.
episode or something like that. I had to use it once out in
Yeah.
public
I have
before,
some
where
here
it's like
too.
wasn't sure, and it's like, and the good thing about it, I found out, education on Narcan is you can use it on an infant. It doesn't have any kind of like side effects or anything, so you don't get no effects on it. If you can't overdose on it, it just will stop you from like going down that
Kentucky
point
said
of no
Google
return.
Nada Tunnel in Kentucky.
Nada tunnel.
That's like some of the haunted places, man. I've watched several things about, and I've been there too. But the prison in West Virginia,
900
and I'm
foot
drawing
long tunnel.
having a brain fart right now. But man, what is that called? It's right.
Oh,
It's a penitentiary.
Nada tunnel, 900-foot tunnel along Kentucky Route 77 in Powell, Kentucky, or Powell County.
Mm.
The gateway to the Red River Gorge.
Moundsville. The Gorge. That was a crazy movie.
The gateway to the Red River Gorge. That's what the tunnel, formerly the railway tunnel. The tunnel has often been described as the gateway to the Red River Gorge. It's a shortcut that provides motorists to the Red River Gorge canyons of the Daniel Boone National Forest. Opened in 1911.
Crazy. Yeah, it was the West Virginia State Penitentiary in Moundsville is what I was trying to think of.
There's a myth and legend of Nada Tunnel. There's a local legend. It is haunted by a ghost of a former tunnel construction worker who perished when a stick of dynamite exploded when being thawed at a nearby fire. I'm just
that's what he just said.
Thawing dynamite next to a fire probably wasn't the smartest idea. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
I know it's 1900, early 1900s back then, and most people didn't go to school. But when things go boom near fire, don't put it near fire.
Right. Did you ever do any watching of documentaries or anything on the Moundsville Penitentiary in West Virginia?
I don't think I have.
You go down a rabbit hole. That'd be something you could enjoy and go down a rabbit hole on if you haven't. You would really enjoy
Penitentiary documentary right here. Here we go.
Yeah, you would enjoy it.
For a history of the country's most violent prisons, infamous riots, and infamous ghostly hauntings. 1876 to 1995. So that's whenever it was in operation from them time. Oh, a prison that was operating in 1876. It's got some ghostly stories to it.
They open it up every Halloween, and you can go stay the night. Yeah, you can go stay the night up there during Halloween. It's like 2 weeks or whatever, a week or something they used to.
Okay.
I don't know.
So they probably rent it out like an Airbnb for ghost hunters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Paranormal investigators and
then there's been a lot of paranormal investigators and whatnot that's done documentaries on
it. I wonder if they would let anybody do that at Carville, Camp Carville National Guard post on down there in. It's got to go through Baton Rouge to get there, but it's on the Chafalaya River.
Okay.
Basin. It's like on one of the bends of it.
Yeah.
It's either the Mississippi or the Atchafalaya. They kind of like meet right there in that area in Baton Rouge. But apparently, well, every time we got put on orders there and we had to stay there, every time there was always a group of people that was like, "Hey, we're going ghost hunting." And I'm like, "Why?" Because it used to be the leprosy hospital where they found the cure for leprosy and everything. And it's the hotel that they have there. It used to be the hospital for the leprosy hospital.
That's crazy.
It's yeah, but when you walk around there, even in the daytime, it's just like you get these Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street vibes. You're just like, bro, I need a battle buddy. I need a battle buddy now. I'm alone. I'm not supposed to be alone on a military post. This is not right. I can feel it watching me. And it's so quiet there, and it's like it's just YCP, all ranks club, and I mean a couple of units there.
Hey, good morning, sis. Welcome. Appreciate you.
Yeah, if you stay there for 45 days by yourself with limited, in almost isolation, it gets pretty eerie.
The prison is still standing. It's been abandoned for 30 years and it's still in great shape. That by itself is weird.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they got like the the remaining spirits still keeping up the housekeeping.
Yeah, I've been there and well on two different for a couple different reasons. I've been there, but yeah, the visiting side of it is since it's been closed, it's pretty wild. And then I wanted to go do the Halloween thing and stay the night, but I never did. It's like, man, I've kind of done this before.
Right. Yeah, if it would be like staying at like on Halloween, when it'd be like you have to make a group event about it,
Yeah, they do. They do like I don't know how many people they get in a group to when they do it for the overnights, but I don't even know how much the tickets are anymore. But they do it every year. And you get a tour and all kinds of stuff too when you go through it, and then you get a try to stay the night. That's right. Smash that thumbs up, y'all. Likes are free.
Oh no, they do a dungeon haunted house thing there. Not doing it. Sorry.
At the penitentiary?
Yeah. The West Virginia State Penitentiary hosts two specific high-demand Halloween tours, the Dungeon Haunted House Tour and the North Walk Flashlight Tour. Both events run from late September through Halloween weekend. Price admission $25 per person, 45-minute walkthrough. You must be 13 years of age or older to go.
Are they not doing the overnight thing anymore?
Well, these are just Halloween tours that I typed in.
Okay.
Let's see.
Right.
Do they do overnight stays? You can join in on the public ghost hunts, and it's a public group for a 6-hour lockdown. And it begins with a 90-minute guided historical tour to familiarize you with the haunted areas in the prison, and then afterwards you are free to explore and investigate on your own. That costs $75 per person.
There you go.
You must be 18 years of age. private paranormal investigators. They also have that. That's $1,099 per group. You get the 90-minute tour followed by full access with a group of up to 20 people.
That
No
wouldn't be
actual
bad if you had a
sleeping
big,
accommodations, so it's more of you can stay overnight and you can walk around through it.
Yeah.
But no actual like Airbnb accommodation.
No, there's
type
no
place.
beds or you don't get any of that fancy shit. If you're staying, you're bringing a sleeping bag and
Right.
Yeah.
And, well, the way it sounds, it's not like you're going to be able to sleep anyway.
right. Yeah.
It's like, bro, why'd you bring a
from
pillow? So I could take a nap. You're not going to be able to take a nap, bro.
right.
As soon
Yeah,
as you
from
close
what
your
I've
eyes, they're
watched,
going to open them for you.
the documentaries and stuff that I've watched is some pretty weird shit that happens. I mean, I don't know how much of it I believe, from the paranormal guys that go in there, because some of them probably create their own little disturbances. But
Yeah, somebody's like, oh, watch this, I'm going to mess with them,
right.
And that makes me wonder, like, some of the paranormal investigators, like, how many of them are actually sitting there with, like, a fishing string and be like, look, it's moving.
Right.
Like, some stuff seems so basic, but, like, bro, I could do that with a little handheld fan. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that was one of the things that
spend money on high-tech equipment, at least have it high definition.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I thought about doing for a long time was doing the Halloween stay over, but never did.
That would be pretty neat. Imagine it's probably about the same as like trying to sleep at Camp Carville.
I know.
Dude, it would be crazy there. We would have
people...
TVs cut on. First time I stayed there, like the TVs would cut on and off on their own. You would hear doors open and shut in the hallway when you'd be the only one on the floor. And then when I was sleeping, my roommate would tell me that the bathroom door, because they were sliding doors, and he said it would just slide shut randomly at any given time in the middle of the night. I'm like, he thought that was me, but then he'd look over and he'd see me still laying there, and he's like, I'm just gonna lay back down. He's like, we're the only ones in our room, and he's like, yeah, he's still there, door shut. I don't know if that was Sergeant or not, but I'm just gonna wait.
That's where they had that same penitentiary, where they had they called it Old Sparky, the electric chair.
Oh, Sparky. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
I've seen so many movies about people that are like, I forget what movie it is. The guy on the electric chair, and every time he dies, his soul just jumps to another person, and it was all based on like the electric chair.
Yeah, there it is.
Dude, those are so creepy. Just to think, people used to gather around to watch those, like the gallows, and be like, that does not look entertaining at all.
Right. Yeah, that's there in that same prison.
That's crazy. Makes me think of the Green Mile.
Yeah.
But just that chair reminds me of the Green Mile, like all the way. Be like, oh man, John.
Yeah, they called it Old Sparky.
Sparky. Man.
Yeah, nah. I'm good.
Yeah, dude. It's just watching that, it would be like, yeah, I'm just not gonna commit any crimes.
Right.
It's like,
yeah, some of the stories that were told about some of the prisoners and what went on there is like just crazy to listen to, like unimaginable shit that they used to do to the prisoners.
Oh yeah. I mean, they didn't have any kind of regulations there. Imagine solitary confinement in the 1870s. What it would have been like.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's like watching those movies like back in, like, I know, like Angola, for example. Like, Angola is so old. like they probably had old hot boxes. Like, oh, you want to act up? Go get in that box sitting out in the middle of the
Yeah.
field in the sun and just sit there for 24 hours or 12 hours and like, Like,
Yeah.
obviously you can't do that
We'll let
now, but like the fact that they
we'll
even
let you
used to do
punish
that as
yourself with
punishment
your
back then.
mind. We're gonna let your brain punish yourself.
Yeah. We're gonna force you into heat exhaustion, and like no wonder why this like people was like, oh, he's crazy, but bro, you cooked his brain.
Right.
He had no choice but to go crazy.
Yeah. Take this thing out. I wanted to wrap up my wrist last night, man. It was driving me crazy.
Oh.
Old injury from the where that wrist was all broke. It's got the metal and all that crap in there.
Oh yeah.
Every once in a while, it acts up.
Yeah, dude. Especially with the weather changing, like the barometric pressure, I start to feel it. So I wonder, like, if my hip, I'm like, but the hip that never hurts is hurting. I'm like, I wonder if it's gonna rain later. I know it is, but I wonder if that's why it's hurting.
I think a lot of it's probably from doing the screen, using the roller and
Oh yeah, oh yeah, kind of like that. I forgot about you doing that.
yeah. I haven't done the lower parts yet. I might cut the screen today for the pieces, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it today or not. What do you say? I think there's only one thing worse than prison, military prison. Could you imagine
No.
formation 5 times a day, PT? Yeah. No, I'm all set.
Right. I remember when I started at Camp Beauregard, whenever I got in the guard here, they used to have a prison there, Beauregard Federal Prison. I mean, it was not just a military prison, but it was like where they used to have it there for like the trustees and stuff like that. They would work around, but or you'd see them people running in the yard all the time. They're like, because we would do our PT runs along the road that went right by the prison. And it's like every time we would do it, they would just sit there and run with us. It's like they got nothing else to do. I think they ended up shutting that prison down, and then they re-established it into a barracks now. Which kind of baffles me because Louisiana's main income is like federal prisons. Like that's one of the main things they get from the federal government is the fact we have so many federal prisons here.
They do a lot of that though. They switch a lot of the hospitals around and barracks and prisons or whatever, and they're already built and perfect for certain certain types of things. I mean, it kind of makes sense on I guess a business or building idea or mentality. We've got this building that's got 7,000 rooms in it. What can we do with it?
Right. From a
There's only so
logistical
much you can
standpoint.
do with it, but
Oh wow! I was just looking up the Carville's leprosy colony information. The person who come up with the cure, I can't even say his name. His name is Dr. Guy, and Faget is his last name. I don't even know how to say it correctly. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of southern Louisiana Cajun French way of saying it, but I'm pretty sure if I say it, they're gonna be like, you can't say that word. I'm like, oh. But see, leprosy hospital started in 1894, went to 2005.
Hmm.
And they forced quarantine for thousands of patients before modern treatment made the disease curable. Trying to see it. I know
There you
they
go.
had like 3 surviving
There you
people,
go.
like 3 people left over, but I think there's only like 1 or
John.
2 people. Fago. Okay, good. Thank you.
Maybe I'm not sure what you donate to. I'm not sure.
3 million rupees.
Donated.
Where?
I don't know.
My Cash App's still empty. I'm not seeing it.
Right? I checked mine too. There wasn't nothing in there.
Wrong channel. That's okay.
Y'all, if you haven't voted already, make sure you get your votes in.
Yeah, I was trying to see how many how many patients there are, because I know there was still, like, last time I was there, 2017, there was still 3 remaining patients with leprosy there.
Wow.
Like, they're permanent residents there because of the I guess they haven't contracted leprosy and
Right.
been there for the treatment and everything.
Hmm. They said I knew a guy who got 4 years in military prison. He said it was like red. Said it was like red phase and basic training all the time for everyone. He shot the lieutenant. Wow. Drunk on deployment. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Okay, the final resident was the final residential patient left the property in 2015.
2015.
15, yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so yeah, actually, that was the next year after that was when I was there. It's 2016 when I was there. It's 2015. My dad passed. My girlfriend passed. My ex-girlfriend passed the next year after that. And when she passed, I was there. I was actually in Carville when she passed away.
Mm.
So yeah. Okay. And then the time before that was whenever
And what do they change it into now?
Hurricane
You said
Isaac. It's a hospital. It's a hotel. It's like the hotel quarters for the post. So if you go there and you want to stay, they have a museum there. You can stay there, but they have a YCP. You know, they'll do like some events there for that. Or like if the units have to come and stay there, like transitioning wherever. Like,
haunted. I'm sure probably.
Say again.
No, haunted. No, yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely haunted. That's that place I was telling you has that Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street feel. You go down this one corridor and you're like, I'm not walking down this. I'm not walking. I'm waiting for the 2 girls from The Shining to pop out the end, give me like hello with a kid on a tricycle. Be like, this isn't normal.
Right.
You watch
Hey, good morning,
lights
Daniel.
flicker like randomly. You know, like I don't know. You see shadows. You see handprints on the windows. Like it's just, and then you just walk through certain areas. It's just like it's so old, being that being the 1800s it was built. You know, it has that eerie asylum feel to it.
How you doing this morning, brother? Hope you're doing all right.
Hey, Daniel.
Y'all don't forget to, if you haven't already, join over on Discord. And like I said, Brad is going to start back. He won't be there today, he didn't think, but for the Stretching with the Crew for 22, if he was, he said he might do it later. But it will resume tomorrow, he said, for sure. So,
back to the regular scheduled programming.
that's right. That's right. It's been a wild week. Well, wow. Well, for me, it's been a wild 10 days or so, but
yeah. It's a bit too wild for me, but it's been different, more painful than normal.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, it's a little less sleep than I'm normally getting, different pains that I'm not normally having. So, you know.
Yesterday, I had major computer phone issues.
Those are always fun.
Yeah. Someone was on attempting to do a hack, and I caught it and figured it all out before it could go too far.
It's always
Got
fun.
it. Yeah, I had narrowed it down to where they cloned my the IP on my phone, so I knew exactly where it come from, and I had a pretty good idea when it happened, and it was my fault. But
yeah, I wouldn't even know how to start with that.
I was just too tired. Went to bed, and I got up that morning, and I was locked out of a few things of my accounts. I was like, all right, let's start doing some tracing.
Right. Hackers ain't got nothing better to do except eat their
Right.
Cheetos.
I mean, it is what it is. You know, I get it. It's you know, there's got to be defensive and know, you know, just got to be careful online, man. Period.
Yeah.
I recommend two-factor authentication for everything, everybody. If it's an option when you're signing up somewhere, use it. It's a pain in the ass because you got that one extra step before you can log into places, but it will save you.
I tell you, if you make a password like the military made us make passwords, ain't nobody gonna figure it out because you can't even remember it. I mean,
right. This
and
was
then like
a,
every 2 weeks you got to change your password anyway, so it's like and you
yeah,
can't use the same previous 15 passwords you used either.
what I grabbed on the phone by accident was the logger. So it scrapes your device, or there's several different types. I mean, it either pays attention to what you're typing on your keyboards or what you're entering as far as passwords, usernames, or it scrapes. You know, if you have any of your stuff saved in Google or whatever, it'll scrape it and find your usernames and passwords or whatever. But if you have two-factor authentication set up, there's ways to get back in and do some change-a-roos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying having it at times, but you know it's nice whenever you do something and you're just like, "It was this you?" and you're like, "Yes, it's me."
Right.
You know, but like if you're in the middle of doing nothing and it's like, "Is this you?" and you're like, "No, that was not me." Yeah. I am on the road right now. That was not me. No.
Yeah, I think I woke up to like
password.
I think I had like 60 or 70 some emails wanting to know if I was trying to log in to this or trying to log into that, or you know.
Yeah, they were good.
Chemical leak has gotten a little bit better, but it's still okay. All right, brother. That's good, Daniel. That it's getting so they've been able to cool it some. It sounds like. Well, that's good news. I haven't checked on it today yet. I haven't looked at any of the news from today yet. That happened since last night, so but that's good news. still a really bad, scary situation. But hopefully they can keep it cooled down enough to where they can get it under control. Did everybody have a good, safe weekend, Memorial Day weekend? Hopefully, everyone didn't have any accidents, or no families were affected or hurt, or sicknesses or anything like that. Hopefully, everybody made it through okay.
I didn't hear of anything too pressing or anything happen. Pretty quiet on this end.
Oh, the container's cracked.
Oh, yesterday, yeah, I remember seeing that the container had cracked, and that's what was releasing all the. Well, yesterday when I was reading it, it is combustible.
Yeah.
But it creates a fog that doesn't lift, so it settles, dissipates, not rapidly, but it doesn't linger very long either. But it puddles and pools. So
yeah,
it's
Kentucky.
Like
it's that's the one he's talking about. It's one in California. I think Daniel said he lives right there in that city.
Yeah, it wasn't far from me. He said like 50,000 people got evacuated.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Like 50,000 plus evacuation.
I think he said. Did he say yesterday that, or was it yesterday? He was talking about he was getting back evacuated, or his family's part of his family or friends or something like that got evacuated. I thought I'd seen.
Yeah, I think because he pointed out it was like 50,000 people got evacuated. Yeah.
Evacuations are still in place, and state of emergency is still in place. Prayers out. Up.
Yeah, and that's some stuff that's because it was in Orange County, right?
Yeah. Which is that's where I lived at out there, all over Orange County.
Yeah.
Anaheim, Tustin, Irvine, Costa Mesa, Fountain Valley, lived all the places, all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, Garden Grove, I got you.
See, it does say that the temperature has went down from 100 to 93. It was relieved, built up pressure. It did have the physical crack in the upper section, which compromised the storage tank, successfully relieved, built up pressure from that. So I guess the crack helped relieve some of the pressure, but it caused the evacuation.
That's what he was saying. But didn't it release
it's releasing the chemical, which caused that's why they had to do the evacuation. But then it lowered the temperature of it as well, which is kind of like a double-edged sword. Relieve the pressure, right, but then you had to evacuate. The evacuation area, officially 34,000 residents have been allowed to return home, while 16,000 remain under mandatory evacuation orders.
Scary.
Active boundaries reduce hazard perimeter is now bounded by Orangewood Avenue to the north, Dale Street to the east, Knott Street to the west, and Garden Grove Boulevard to the south.
We had
no active ground or air leak.
Last time we were living in Parkersburg, we had a plant that caught on fire. It was the O. Ames plant, and a storage facility, and I guess there was a lot of unregistered things that were being stored.
Yeah.
And chemical wise, and when it caught on fire, they didn't know that those chemicals were in there, I guess, and so they didn't really do any evacuations or anything like that. And the toxins that were released, there was lots of people that got really sick from it all. It was just down the street from where we lived at. Like everything was black and it was gross. But
yeah,
that was in, I don't even remember what year that was in. Probably 10 years ago, maybe between 10 and 15 years ago.
oh wow.
It's, O. Ames plant in Parkersburg. Fire.
Yeah, I'd imagine a state of
2017.
emergency.
Yeah, 2017. They say if it's one part of an epoxy, can't they add the other part to alleviate the threat?
Above my pay
I don't
grade,
know.
I don't know. I'd just be doing like the other people. I'd just be like, spray water on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't know. It's actually right up against the.
Mm.
Huh. I bet you Seaburn is active right now. You know, that's like the chemical, biological, radioactive, and nuclear.
Yeah.
MOS in the Army. I bet you once that hit, there was like, get Seaburn on over here.
Right. Anybody want to have some phone battles?
Some phone battles.
Yeah, the aqueous foam. Yeah, that shit that you're not supposed to touch on your skin that we used to swim around, play in and all that when we was, did you ever get to mess with any of that stuff when you're in the military?
Oh no, is it similar to the stuff that's inside the Humvees that like the extinguishers that just fill the whole of a Humvee up with foam?
Yeah, like it's like a giant bubble bath. Yeah, that shit's not. Yeah, it's toxic to your skin. Yeah, it causes all kinds of. Yeah, that stuff.
I used to love coming in the motor pool. Like we go in the motor pool, and all of a sudden you see this white stuff all over everywhere, and be like, "You were smoking inside the Humvee, wasn't you? You know you're supposed to unplug this, right? You don't know about that? Well, now you know. Go ahead, start cleaning it up. like actually go to sick hall." So, this is the equivalent of the time whenever JP8 splashed me in the face, buddy. You got to go get checked out. You are now going to have an itch you can't get rid of. Yeah, I've seen I've never played in it, but I've seen people that have.
Yeah, we stupid. I mean, the shit that we've done that they talk about now. Don't put that on your skin, man. You can't touch that stuff.
Oh, like Kim lights. Yeah, how many people took Kim lights and cut them open, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, "I'm glowing."
Right. Yeah, and then you now 20 years later, they're like, "Yeah, that stuff's dangerous. Now you can't touch it. You can't," and you're like, "Damn."
Yeah, there's gonna be a commercial one day. And be like, "Were you in the military? And did you do this with Kim lights?" And be like, "Yes, we all did." Is this one of those 3M lawsuit things now, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, the AFFF was a big lawsuit, I think. Yeah, it's the aqueous film fire or something like that. Foam. What's it standing for? It's aqueous film forming foam or something something along those lines. But it's AFFF.
Film forming foam. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I knew it was something like that, but fire foam. That's what the shit is. Damn it.
Yeah.
We had to use it several times on the flight deck if you got or at the air base or whatever. If you got a plane that's coming in with landing gears broke, or they bring up the nets and everything, and then the foam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got it linked to specific cancers or illnesses, filing lawsuits against chemical manufacturers like 3M and DuPont. Oh, gee, 3M's in there? Oh, who go figure?
Imagine. Yeah.
It's got forever chemicals. That's what they call it. It's a health risk associated with forever chemicals. I've never heard that term. Like, bro, you touch that, you now have a forever chemical in you. You're like, oh, what? I don't want that. Kidney, testicular, liver, prostate, pancreatic, thyroid, bladder, and colorectal cancer. Yeah, all the bad ones. Actually, if it's got the C word in it, it's bad. That's crazy, man.
I'm trying to think if I ever did or not, Daniel. If they did, I don't remember exactly. I'm sure we probably had to do some type of that with being weapons department on the aircraft carrier, but I don't remember for sure 100%.
We never did PT, but yeah, we had to get like qualified, make sure that we knew what we were doing, if we could get the mask on and within a certain amount of time, put on the rest of the suit. We had to go through all these different stages for our I guess qualification for it, for being certified. You were tested to know your, I guess, knowledge base on it, and if you could do it, perform it. So I guess it was kind of like PT, because you had to physically be able to put all the stuff on in a timely manner that was, considered in the safe time to not be affected by whatever so-called chemical.
Yeah, I did too, Kentucky. I mean, I put the mercury in my hand and
Like, look, it's repellent.
Right? Yep. Drop it on the desk and smack it with a pencil or whatever. Watch it shatter into a bunch of little different balls, or oh yeah, good times.
Not service connected.
The cancer that my father has. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy shit, man. Like I said, I remember swimming in it on the flight deck. Just, like we were backstroking in it and whatever, just out playing, whatever.
Oh, like a foam party. It's like
but evidently it wasn't a very good idea, come to find out 20 years later. Who'd have thunk it?
Right.
Well, we'll do a couple more minutes on that poll. Let's see, where's that little thing at there? That aha, you know what it's going to be? Yeah, here we go, y'all. All right, Lost Souls. That's the one. Well, that's what will be played as we as an outro, or at the end of the show, which is coming up here real soon.
Oh, what happened?
There we go. All right, Daniel, be good, brother. Stay safe out there, man, and continue prayers for you, the family, and friends, and everybody out there, man. It's some scary shit.
Yeah, have a blessed one. Stay safe.
So, and with that, y'all, we'll go ahead and get ready to shut her on down. And I am Chaotic Traits. I do appreciate everybody in the chat for hanging out with us. If you haven't already, make sure you join that Discord and come over there and hang out. And a lot of other stuff goes on over there. We're in and out there. It's all day, all night. You know, different people popping in, the live chat. They're in the video area, the voice chats, text chats. There's a lot of stuff over there goes on off and on. So make sure you join over there if you haven't already. And again, Brad will be back tomorrow with instruction with the crew for 22 over there tomorrow morning after the show. And make sure you reach out to the people that you're thinking about, people that matter to you, people that you care about, and let them know that you care about them. Let them know that they're loved. Let them know that they're needed. And it is important to check up on them and just let them know that you're thinking about them. That what changes can change someone's day drastically. So it is important that you do that. And we'll see you back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, here on the F.O.B. for Wing It Wednesday, right? Yeah, for Wing It Wednesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I lost so many days. But yeah, we'll see you back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central for Wing It Wednesday here on the F.O.B. And make sure you guys take care of each other, take care of your family. Much love. Stay chaotic, deviate from the norm, and make your own damn path. Hoo-yah. Love ya.
Hoo-yah. Love you, brother. And I'm Double A, everybody. We appreciate y'all stopping in. Just remember, if nobody's told you, you matter. You are loved, and you are enough. And my Double A for the day is stay awake and stay alive. Don't be woke, be awake.
I like it.
That's yeah, and make sure you reach out to somebody, hit on the Discord, just check in on yourself, check in on your loved ones, go out, touch grass, hug a tree, stay dry, play in the rain if there's no lightning and thunder, stay inside. But we're always here. Reach out and check us out tomorrow on Wing It Wednesday and get back to the regular scheduled program. We're stretching with the crew for 22. But if you want to hang out, just jump in there later. We'll be in there. If you want to stretch, you can. We won't make fun of you. Some of us can't stretch. I can't stretch like y'all. But yeah, on that note, everybody, just stay free, stay awesome, and stay brave and all that. And we love you.
Love you, brother.
And let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you today for the blessings you give us. We ask that you keep us strong, give us wisdom, perseverance, and dedication to be able to see the things that we need to pay attention to, and the strength to be able to lift the things that we need to be able to help ourselves and others in these times of need. I ask you, Father, that you just keep our minds strong and clear, and ask that you take all fogginess and just remove it from us. Remove all anger and give us patience, dear Father. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
As I sleep on the broken neon, smell of whiskey's on my breath. Nicotine is what I lean on when I've got nothing left. Now I'm down on my knees, Lord help me please. I'm just trying to find my way. I know this long road will take me back to a better day. Lost soul on a dirt road, just trying to find the better side of me. I've been gone for too long at the bottom of this whiskey that I drank. Lord knows that everything's gonna be okay, even if I don't find loves and my regret. Whiskey's now what I lean on when I wanna feel something, yeah. Come and find me down at the church where my sins get washed away. I got one foot in the grave and the other in the mess I made. Lost soul on a dirt road, just trying to find the better side of me. I've been gone for too long at the bottom of this whiskey that I drink. Lord knows that everything's gonna be okay. Even if I don't find myself today, I'm a lost soul. Lost soul on a dirt road, just trying to find the better side of me. I've been gone for way too long. Lord knows I need another drink. Don't make me pick between the church pew or the bar stool. I don't really wanna choose. Got the devil knocking at my front door. Come to steal what I stole back, get back. Lost soul on a dirt road, just trying to find the better side of me. I've been gone for too long at the bottom of this whiskey that I drink. Lord knows that everything's gonna be okay. Even if I don't find myself today, I'm a lost soul. I'm a lost soul.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They will not break our country's strength. They will not take our nation's freedom. Let the people say